Hey guys, what's up? Here's another update on what's going on. First, I guess I'm gonna talk a little bit about something I bought, clarify a little bit on everything that you guys have given me. Well, anyway, I'll start with that. You guys have given me like great ideas about how to fill that void that in my table, and so you can see. This is the huge hole. The original concept when I designed this board, probably in January when I drew up the sketches, or I think it was in February around then, and I drew it up, was this would be obviously crystal clear resin, casting resin. Okay, and then the idea was that you could actually look through it and see what's underneath, because what I did is I built these foam things. I have more that there were icebergs, okay, so that would be floating. So this area just wouldn't be dead space on the board. I still wanted it to be, but I wanted to give it an extra layer of depth. So, say if you do that, then you could look under and you could see the actual iceberg sort of like floating, because they would be embedded in the resin. So that's why I don't want to do, like, you guys had some great ideas if I was just going to leave it. And, it may end up being that I have to sort of tear things down and, put, like, the laminate pieces, you guys said plexiglass, and frost it. And, put some icicles, maybe having to run it down all over here. And those were fantastic ideas from you guys. Everyone that gave me, like, and a couple of you gave me, like, the same exact idea about the plexiglass, the illusion of depth, and everything. And I thank you guys for all your comments and help. But I don't think you guys understood that, because I may have not shown it completely, but I have little icebergs. So everything's on the same plane here on the top, so you can actually put troops in like this area, because they'll be sitting on this. But I just wanted to have it so you could be able to see under. I don't know, I just thought it would be something cool, something to add to the board. I figured I was going to do this maybe one time in my life, or maybe I'll do it more, but it's probably an elaborate board. I've never really done such a large terrain making project. And so that was that concept. Actually I didn't. My dad bought contact paper, because I didn't know exactly what to buy or what I was looking for. But when I had originally done this is plaster. Okay, that's why you see like a whole bunch of white stuff. It's dust from when I sanded it still. I haven't really wiped the areas that I'm putting it down yet. But I put this on there because if you've ever been to like any gaming store and you play on a foam board, you see after long terms of use, they get huge dents in them. People crush the foam or whatever. And I just sort of wanted to have something harder. But the problem is I tried sanding it down once with one layer, and you can't really get it that smooth. So I thought I'm just going to probably what I'll end up doing, it's freezing cold outside. I hate working in the cold. It's one thing I hate more. I'm probably going to live down south when I get older. But what I'm going to do is put contact paper over it, so it'll have sort of a stronger seal on the bond, so the plaster won't just crumple off as it gets used. And then obviously paint the contact paper. So I can actually sort of cut the contact paper, lay it up, cut it to size, and then run it across the whole thing. And yeah, so that's that. Still getting supplies. I really haven't made any progress on the board at all, just because of the fact that I'm trying to save a little bit of money, so I can end up maybe someday, maybe by the end of winter, I'll be able to do the resin stuff. So right now it's just the little small things, the boulders and other little terrain projects that I'm doing. But anyway, so I brought in a thing. I started organizing all my books, all the white dwarfs. I'd have more, but I'm sure I threw out a whole bunch while I was at college. So this is just sort of, anyway, the codexes that I have, different errata, back to the third, second edition stuff when I originally started in the game. Sort of been off and on, but now that I'm back a little bit stronger now. And so anyway, while I was going through like all these white dwarfs, because I had a whole bunch that I hadn't even opened, I went through and found there was like a whole bunch of posters and stuff that I can put up, which is pretty, you know, I mean, they're decent posters. I'm not too big on the fantasy ones, but, you know, I like Carry the Hammer, obviously, and then I found that, just my NC State thing for, anyway. So you can put them up with a couple other posters, you know, maybe get them in there other places. So I thought that would help. And then let's move over.